never sat in the front row.
No.
Ever. I would never sit in the front row.
No.
I did when...
I did for Les Mis.
So wait, we should probably rename it the Middle Row Podcast, right?
That doesn't...
No.
I
Middle
don't know how I
row.
feel about that.
Well, hello everyone out there in podcast land and YouTube land, I guess now, as we're doing some videos. This is the Front Row Movie Reviews Podcast, the podcast for people who actually like movies. This is Front Row News, episode 28. We're on 28 of these.
That's crazy.
This is just insane. But also insane, this is the 1-year anniversary podcast of the Front Row Movie Reviews. We have officially been casting pods for an entire year. I'm Jeremy Geckner, your editor-in-chief, and we thought we'd get the original gang together here. Who else is in the room here? The return of Mr. Tim Jarvis. What's up?
Hi. I like the idea of casting pods.
Casting pods.
What's a pod?
I don't know.
It's those,
I guess, well, it used to be
pods of
like an
sound.
iPod.
Oh.
That's where it came from originally,
Are you
right?
serious?
Okay.
That's where podcasts go? I
Yeah,
had
because
no
they
idea.
started with they started way back in the day, like back with the iPods.
I had no idea.
I thought it was an acronym, maybe.
For...
Personal online documentary.
Oh! What? You totally just pulled that out, didn't
That
you?
kind of makes sense, though.
It does. Absolutely makes sense.
I propose that should be what that stands for.
Absolutely.
If he just came with that on the spot.
That's perfect.
Also here, as always, Mr. Craig McFarland.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's been a year.
Good. It has been a year.
Okay, so on the way over, I got to, I know you're going to talk about the website, I got to go back and listen to our very first news episode, just for a little bit, on the ride over. And it was so funny. By the way, beautiful to be able to just click on the link on the website. It pops right up on your phone. It is incredible. Can't wait for everybody to get to see this site that you put so much work into.
Yes, that's right.
It is amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful site.
Well, thank you.
So anyway.
Tough, but don't.
I was going in and listening. I was just kind of picking and choosing, and every story I landed on was so funny because Tom Holland. Well, it wasn't even Tom Holland. It was down to 6 people
That
for
was our
Spider-Man.
very first news. That's so crazy.
And then we also talked. We explained to Tim what Suicide Squad
Yeah.
was, like the entire plot of Suicide Squad. We're about to see that. We talked about. What's his name? Not Matt Smith being cast for Eddie Redmayne being cast in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We talked about all the Disney live action movies being made, which we're talking about one of those again this week. It's just really cool because it's neat to be able to go back and just listen to things that we were definitely wrong on. Like I mentioned, I thought Phil Coulson was going to be in Civil War, and so that was going to be tying in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Obviously, that didn't happen.
Wait, that guy's not Matt Smith?
No, they're not the same person.
Oh,
They are
I
not the
definitely
same
thought
person.
that was Matt Smith.
They could be. We could have a kind of prestige thing going on.
Right, absolutely. He
Just
was originally in talks for it, which we talked about a year ago.
Well,
Actually,
I thought that for a year.
what's funny about that is if you go back and listen to it, you actually went to the bathroom while we talked about Matt Smith.
Oh,
That's right.
This doesn't ring a
really-
bell at all. I mean, which that could be for a number of reasons, but
You got married this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's crazy.
I mean, what the hell, man? That's so awesome.
what a year!
What a year. And of course, I think this is going to be our 81st podcast.
That's
in
crazy.
1 year. We've released 81. Now, of course, some of those were those very quick Oscar spotlights, but
No, they count.
I'm
They
actually
count.
counting those. We didn't. And
They have a
in our
beautiful
grip-
spot on the website.
They do. And if you haven't known, we said in our last episode we were going to do a soft launch of the website. We actually did that. A few days late, but it's actually up there. We've got a few people listening and looking at it right now. Trying to get a few of the kinks out, and then we will be doing our official launch sometime in the next, week or so. I think that's probably about right, as long as it takes us to get these videos done. But it should be pretty soon here. So I'm saying probably about a week or so the website will
Let's
be
give it a
launched.
day. Let's do it.
Okay, I'll let you guys. You got to hold me to a date.
I don't know, man. These cameras are making me nervous.
Well, this video. Well, I guess it should. This video should go
This will
up.
be up, yeah.
Oh man.
Ideally.
Let's see. Well, this is going to drop ideally on Friday,
Yes.
right? And we're recording this on Thursday night.
You want to give me 7 days?
Let's do Thursday next week.
Okay, next Thursday. There
Next
we go. What is
Thursday.
that?
Is it
Today's
the
the
1st?
26th, so that's that'd be June 1st.
The
I think.
32nd.
June 1st.
June 1st, the 32nd. May 32nd is when the website will be launching.
That
be
will
May
be
forever.
All right, there you go. There you heard it. June 1st.
Is it actually
Website
June
for
1st?
the
We should
front
probably
row.
look at a calendar.
Yeah, let's take 5 seconds to look at the calendar.
June 1st is totally Wednesday.
Okay,
so,
June 2nd.
June 2nd.
May 33rd is when the website will launch.
May 33rd.
No, but we're very excited about it. Everything we've been building towards, and pretty much it's all thanks to you guys, the listeners, who so graciously subscribed and liked us on Facebook. Bared with us while we were only on Facebook. But of course, a lot of this is made possible by our sponsor, Killen's Comics, our very first one. So much stuff happening there. You want to plug them real quick before we get into the news?
Absolutely. I was in there today. Actually, I was trying to buy DC's Rebirth comic, and they were completely sold out.
Of course.
Completely sold out. They sold out yesterday when it came out. But just a lot of stuff in there. You can always find something that you're looking for, maybe something you're not looking for, you never knew you needed, but then all of a sudden you have an Infinity Gauntlet mug.
Yes, or a Goonies action figure.
Right. Whatever that might be.
I wonder if they have the oven mitt. There's an Infinity Gauntlet oven mitt.
What?
Yes.
That'd be even better.
I guarantee they will order it for you.
Yeah, they will get it.
I saw a picture of it online. I kind of want it.
Do it.
It wasn't on a store. It was just someone wearing it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But no, so check out Killen's Comics, and it's just really cool that they've come on board to help us out. They've been promoting us a lot at the shop.
Yep.
So thank you to any new listeners that have come from them, and go support local comic book shops because
definitely.
it's fun. I ended up having to buy Rebirth on digital format today, and it kind of hurt my soul a little bit. I like to have that real comic book. They're only $2, $4, or $5 a piece. And they're great.
Hey, man, but if you like digital comics, download that Comixology app, and
exactly.
you're off and running.
What's Rebirth?
Rebirth is a brand new story that they brought out. Basically, DC's New 52 is going away. It's sort of a failed project.
Like,
there wasn't
really fast.
There wasn't. It was been out for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what that is either.
so the New 52, they completely reset the wire about 5 years ago.
For
Everybody
everyone?
started,
Yeah,
everybody started
and
at
they started
issue 1.
at issue number 1 again.
And it kind of was like origin stories, things like that, all over again. There wasn't very many successes out of that.
Yeah.
The Batman run by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo,
yeah.
I read that. It was incredible.
Anything by Capullo,
but,
go get it.
Did they do Batman's backstory
yes,
again?
and they did what was called Year One. Or no, it wasn't Year One. It was Year Zero.
Year Zero, yeah.
And it was like him becoming Batman, their version of it. Totally new take on it. Really cool. He fought the Joker multiple times in their runs.
Yeah.
The last one, Endgame, was fantastic. It was such good arcs. But for the most part, DC's New 52 was considered a failure.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, so they're going back.
This is going to completely reboot all of it. And
But I believe they're picking up the numbering again, right?
Yes,
yeah,
they're picking up the old numbering, and it was an 80-page introduction to this Rebirth comics for $2.99. So it sold like hotcakes, and it's from what I've been told. Actually, Ray Lytle was messaging me, and he was like, dude, you need to go get Rebirth like today. So I'm going to check it out, read it tonight, and I'll have to report back to you. But definitely, it's on Comixology. You can't find it locally, unfortunately. But go pick it up on online for $2.99. It's a pretty good deal.
There you go. That is Killen's Comics, our sponsor. Thank you very much. Hey, what's everyone drinking tonight before we get started? I've got a nice Dos Equis. This is my favorite, the lager.
I'm drinking whatever was in Jeremy's fridge. Apparently, berry-wise,
Yeah.
Leinenkugels. I'm actually allergic to some berries, so this might be my last podcast.
Man, maybe we should switch.
I think I'm good. I'm not tingling yet.
No, Tim, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Miller Lite.
Nice.
Yep.
AKA all Jeremy had left in his fridge.
Hey, there was Natty, and I went with the Miller Lite.
Lots of beer pong beers.
I just can't believe it's been a year.
Yes,
so
a whole
awesome.
year. Like, this
Seriously.
is crazy.
It's cool to have you guys all back together, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, this is really cool.
The good
Here's
crew.
to another year.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
Okay.
Well, you come here for Front Row News. That's what we're going to give it. That's what we're going to give you.
That's what we're going to give it to
That's
you.
what we're going to give it to you. That's what we're going to give you. And as always in news, we start off with the lead-ins.
And now, fresh across the front row desk, it's the the lead-ins, the biggest stories in movie news.
All right, so our first lead-in story here, Thor Ragnarok is due out in November of next year, and they just added a crap ton of people to their cast, crap ton of talented people to their cast. Jeff Goldblum has officially come on board, along with Carl Urban and Tessa Thompson, who, well, most people will remember from Creed, playing Adonis's girlfriend. I can't remember her name in that movie for the life of me. Bianca, there you go. But they have all joined the cast. Now, we know Tessa Thompson is going to be playing Valkyrie. We know that Carl Urban is going to be playing Scourge, who is, I believe, the bodyguard of the Enchantress in most of the comic runs, so that might be something cool. And the Grandmaster is who Jeff Goldblum is playing.
And that's whose brother?
He is the brother of the Collector, who we've already met in Guardians of the Galaxy, played by Benicio del Toro.
Which is kind of perfect when you look at those two actors.
Actually kind of good. But, the Grandmaster, he's kind of like he's one of the old gods, if I remember correctly. Like, very powerful, just like the Collector, very old. And he kind of, his shtick is to make people just kind of play games with the lives of, like, heroes and stuff and pit them against each other. He's a game player of sorts. I just gotta say, like, I love this casting. I mean, like, Marvel just can't stop adding, like, A-list talent, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you got an actor as good as Jeff Goldblum. Then you had somebody like Carl Urban, who I can't remember the last thing I didn't like him in.
Doom.
And then you didn't like Doom?
No, it was okay.
There you go.
But it got to the first person perspective. But I actually thought that was the best part of the movie.
I totally forgot. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Dredd. Never mind. Yeah, Doom was
you're definitely thinking
Dredd.
Dredd was awesome.
Dredd was awesome.
You didn't get to see him in it.
No.
It's great.
But then, of course, you got Tessa Thompson, who was so good in Creed. Love that they're going an unconventional route with the Valkyrie character. Craig, let's start with you. What do you think of this casting?
That's great. I mean, I think, and particularly Ruffalo just saying, like, how he mentioned Cate Blanchett, how her character is going to be so villainous and evil.
Playing Hela.
And it's going to be an amazing movie. He also said it's going to be like a galactic buddy road movie, which is exactly what I wanted from that. I wanted like a buddy cop or like a road trip movie.
Yes.
And just with that kind of banter between Thor and then Bruce Banner, and then maybe even the Hulk. Maybe we'll get like kind of an intelligible Hulk out of this.
That'd be nice.
Then that way he can kind of communicate a little bit more. He's already started to do that a little bit in Ultron with the whole lullaby thing.
Yeah.
So maybe he can become more of that smart-assy type of Hulk that I really grew to love in the comics too.
Definitely. Tim, what do you think?
He might, because we don't know where the Hulk's at right now.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while. Space.
That's what I hope. That's why I'm really excited for this movie too, is because I love all the cosmic stuff. Where you finally start to get into it at the end of the first Avengers. Then because you have the Chitauri invasion. And then finally Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is like Phase 3 is I'm pumped for. Because after this we get Captain Marvel down the road, but and they, which I can't wait till they announce the cast for that. But anyway, back to Thor. They've been knocking out of the park with just these A-list casts.
They're opening up the wallet too. And I mean, I think these cast members want to get their payday. They know that this is going to make lots of money, but
they also wouldn't do it if they didn't see the quality of the movies that they've been putting
that's
out.
the important thing. I mean, there's big paychecks to be had all over Hollywood, but I think the reason Marvel keeps getting them is because they keep releasing this quality product. As you said, like Captain America Civil War just came out. I personally have it as my number 2 Marvel film of all time. It's just like, it was an amazing experience, and like people keep seeing, okay, that was, film number 13 for Marvel, and they're still doing that good of a movie, like, with the same people, and they keep wanting to come back. I mean, that gets around in those Hollywood circles, and I just can't wait to see Jeff Goldblum playing in the cosmic, the Marvel cosmic playground. Like, I could just see that character being so weird and out there, like.
And I can't wait for ultimately when him and Benicio del Toro do some kind of meet up together, whether that be in that could be the perfect end credit scene.
Yeah.
Like those two just like...
Well, because don't forget, like, there is a comic run where the Grandmaster has one of the Infinity Stones and loses it to Thanos. We think we know that the Collector still has the Aether somewhere in his ruin of a shop there. So you know, it's who knows? Maybe we'll get some Thanos meeting up with those guys. Like, it's gonna be great. But also in this one, Ruffalo said that the Hulk gets to basically he kept using the word Hulk. He's like gonna be hulking out. He's even hulkier in this movie. Like everything like
big
that.
Hulk.
Yeah, it's big Hulk. I'm really really excited to see that too. Like I loved like the little bits that Thor and the Hulk had in the first Avengers. So. I think they're finally going to kind of deliver on the promise of that first Thor movie. I didn't think The Dark World was bad, but I didn't think it kind of rose to the first one at all. So I'm thinking they're really pulling out all the stops here. And then this, like you said, it doesn't even mention Kate Blanchett. Like there as Hela. It's going to be amazing. I just feel it. Whew. All right.
Kate Blanchett, Robert Redford, Glenn Close have all been in Marvel comic movies.
Yep. And now we had Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, and Odin.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting insane.
It's
I really want to create like a
Top
spreadsheet of just like all the A-list actors that have been in Marvel films, how many Oscars they have between them and stuff. Like it's getting pretty ridiculous. But all right, well, let's move on to another Marvel property, albeit one outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some news dropped today on Wolverine 3. That one has already started filming in New Orleans. And apparently we've got some slight rumors being reported by The Nerdist, I believe, about what the possible villains are. I'm blanking on their names, though. Damn it, I don't have my phone in front of me. I can't remember.
They're basically like little drones
it's kind of like these android or like some cyborg type things that are being run by a member of the Hellfire Club. I can't. Something Pierce. I'm not too well versed in the X-Men comic books, but it sounds like this is something that could really be a good threat to Wolverine. Like it seems like in his first two movies we didn't really get that good of a threat. Tim, what do you think of this news about the possible villain in Wolverine 3?
I've still wanted this to be the Old Man Logan
Well,
art.
it might be.
But yeah, I didn't even know it started filming. I kept hoping that there would have been a deal and they would have got.
Well, you never know.
Hopefully there's a surprise and we get rights.
Comic-Con is coming up.
Yeah, I'd love to see the rights. The Hulks.
I think Craig is looking up what the story is. I think I saw it on Collider, but it's there's I've always wanted, and I'm really excited about. Are you excited about Wolverine 3?
I love Hugh Jackman, so I'm gonna go see it. Same with Apocalypse,
The Reavers, by the way.
The Reavers, okay. That's it. The
Reavers, yes.
I've loved X-Men since the 90s cartoon. Yeah. So all things X-Men, even if they're bad, like Wolverine Origins. But I don't know.
Wolverine Origins.
At the very least, though, Hugh Jackman will carry a movie, though, even if it's bad.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, what do you think about this? Do you think that it's true, the Reavers? Do you like that idea of going up against them?
I like the... I can't wait to see where they go with this storyline, because I don't know if I more want to see an Old Man Logan or if I want to see the death of Wolverine, which that arc just happened in the comics last year, and it was beautiful. It was great. They brought back in Stryker into the storyline, and the way that Logan ultimately died in that comic, fantastic. Yeah. One of the best comic deaths, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
So,
very epic.
Yeah, exactly. Extremely epic. So it'd be kind of cool to, and I know that they're probably not going to do that because they want to recast Wolverine at some point. Yeah. But they're going to have to start from scratch and completely reboot him as a character anyway. I mean, Hugh Jackman's been playing him for 17 years.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
They probably have to just reboot X-Men at that point.
Right.
Well, there's some interesting stuff. Like, Bryan Singer's already come out and said the next X-Men movie after Apocalypse will be set in the 90s.
Makes
sense. You gotta
sense.
assume that it's probably going to star that new cast of the regulars, like Sophie Turner and... that's the only one I remember. I'm on a Game of Thrones kick right now. So.
I know. Their timeline is so messed up, though, because...
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, Wolverine has already interacted with them because of Days of Future Past.
Well, and this one, apparently, too.
This is supposed to be Weapon X, right? Or whatever.
Maybe,
But, it's just...
It's going to be interesting because
their timeline is messed up.
Well, I like
it's so hard to follow.
Yeah, I like that they're using. If this is true, I like that they're using the Hellfire Club because, of course, we got that in X-Men First Class. We got a little bit of that flavor there, and this is a futuristic film that has been confirmed by Marvel and Fox that this is in the future. We got Patrick Stewart coming back as Professor X in some way. So maybe this does still play in their continuity. Maybe they have no idea what they're doing with continuity, but I know that, Hugh Jackman is my favorite actor, and I really want to see a good send-off for him in this. And I think they're really probably pulling out all the stops to try and make that happen personally. So.
Absolutely.
All right, so, hey guys, tell us what you think. Go on Facebook and tell us what you think of the Wolverine 3 possible villain news.
I just keep, awkwardly looking at the cameras.
Yeah.
I kind of forget that they're here.
The first time, man. The first time's the hardest. All right, well, that's it for the lead-ins. Let's move on to the quick hits.
Quick hits on the Front Row Movie Reviews.
All right, so for those of you who've never listened before, Quick Hits, this is where we get a shorter amount of time, hopefully, to tell you what we think about these news stories. We're going to try and get through them really quickly. Let's hit our first story.
5-minute Independence Day trailer released online.
All right, so we got a first look at second 15, 5, I don't know, it seemed like an hour look at Independence Day Resurgence, right? That's the title we're going with. 5-minute trailer released. Personally, I liked it. The movie, I'm going to go see it. I'm excited for it. I loved the first one. It's just total, cheese blockbuster filmmaking at its best. But I don't know. I hated watching it because I feel like literally they showed me the whole movie, and I don't really, I think I know how Bill Pullman dies. I think I know how a bunch of people die.
I thought the weird scientist guy died, but apparently he's back in it.
Apparently he's alive. So you see, maybe there. Maybe when, the Bill Pullman gets it wrapped around his neck, it doesn't go either.
I thought they totally killed that alien too. But I'm right there with you. I'm really excited for this movie because I love the first one. It's good to see that a decent amount of the cast is back.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't like these 5-minute trailers where they show you so much of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look like it's going to be just action packed though.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it's not too much where because there's supposed to be another one.
There's supposed to be 3, I think.
Oh man.
That's why they're probably going to axe everyone.
Yeah.
Craig, what do you think?
I'm with you guys. I thought the trailer was way too long. They've been doing these prequel documentaries with Jeff Goldblum kind of narrating about what's been happening in between the years between the two movies. I think those are awesome because it allows
I haven't seen any of those.
They're great.
Yeah, they're
so
really cool.
they allow fans hardcore fans like you, Tim, to be able to go and see what was transpiring, and then maybe in the movie people won't necessarily care about that, so they'll kind of gloss over some of those details. But yeah, this showed way too much of the movie, I thought. Mm-hmm. And why do they need to do that? All that being said, they should have absolutely still moved the opening of this movie to July 4th, which is something that we talked about on our very first episode.
Look at that. See that?
Full circle.
Full circle.
And still, actually, we mentioned that Brent Spiner was going to be back in it.
Yes.
And Tim said, I can't believe that they bringing that guy back. Wasn't he already dead?
And now you see him.
Was I in the bathroom for that, too?
Yeah, probably. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Warner Brothers removes Charles Roven as producer of DC films.
So Warner Brothers continues to reshuffle their producer deck, so to speak. Charles Roven, you probably don't know that name, but he was the producer on all of the Dark Knight films for Christopher Nolan. A lot of the old Batmans from Tim Burton, I believe, too. He's been around the DC movies at Warner Brothers for a long time, but he is now officially away from that. He's going to do different things. Of course, they put Ben Affleck really high up there. They brought Jeff Johns on board to be an EP on these films as well. Craig, let's start with you. What do you think of Warner Brothers continuing to shuffle?
It makes sense. I mean, regardless if you loved the movie, hated the movie, it was a very big chasm between the two. But BBS was, and ultimately it was a failure because it did not even make $900 million. And you're talking about Batman and Superman. No, but I mean,
how dare that movie?
But I mean,
Batman and Superman are the two most
shit.
Recognizable superheroes in the history of ever.
Yeah.
And it couldn't even break $1 billion. You're talking about a movie being led by Iron Man and Captain America breaking, 1.4 billion, 1.8 billion. But this movie should have hit it out of the park, and it didn't. So a lot of these people are moving around. The one thing I don't like that I'll comment on is that they stole Jeff Johns away from the DC Comics because he actually wrote Rebirth. And again, from what I'm hearing, it was incredible. But he's not going to be able to write comics much at all going forward because of him being the EP be on all these films. And I think it is good that they're bringing him on. I think he'll be kind of like that Kevin Feige type to be able to say, no, they don't care about their moms being named Martha. So,
all right, Tim, what do you think?
I don't know anything about this. I like all those movies. You know, like I don't think they're up to par with like Marvel. So if whatever they're doing means better quality for the movies, if they get better, that'd be awesome. Because my guilty pleasure is the original Green Lantern movie, but I would like to see like a better one, so that I feel better about telling people that I like the Green Lantern movie.
He's one of my favorite characters.
He's mine too.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
You'll get your chance.
Yeah,
he's coming out in like 8 years. But I'm with you guys. Like, look, say what you will, $900 million. Yeah, it's a huge chunk of money, but relatively speaking, it probably should have broke $1 billion worldwide. And you know, if this is what, like Tim said, if this is what it takes to get better quality, I'm all for it. So, thanks for all the stuff, Charles Robin, but on to bigger and better things. All right, so let's move on to our last quick hit.
Disney mulls live-action Little Mermaid as its next live-action remake.
So, a live-action Little Mermaid might be the next Disney live-action remake. So we're going to talk about the Beauty and the Beast trailer coming up in a little bit. You know, this seems very, right. Like it seems like this is what should happen.
Seems logical.
Yeah, very logical. I like it. I like The Little Mermaid. Beauty and the Beast is still personally my favorite, but this has some great music. It's still very iconic. Take a drink, and I like it. Tim, what do you think of Little Mermaid live action?
I hope they stay true to reality and they just make the whole movie sound like it's underwater. Just
there you go.
I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this one.
All right. Well, hey, Disney man.
I just talked about Beauty and the Beast, so that one looks cool.
We'll talk about it.
I was never into Little Mermaid. I'm sorry.
Hold your horses. Anyway, I just got to see Jungle Book, and it was really awesome and a fantastic movie. So it'll be interesting to see if they use like that kind of technology, and so like they actually have like Sebastian as an actual crab, or are they going to make him more like cartoony? So that's the only thing that I don't know about. Also, the underwater shots. What are they going to do with those? Is it going to look like Aquaman and BVS, or is it going to be like?
Yeah, it seems kind of weird.
Right. Yeah. So that's the only question marks I have. But I mean, all these movies so far seem to be hitting it out of the park. I love all these live action retellings, and I'm dying the wool for Disney, but God, I loved Cinderella. I loved Maleficent, and so I'm really pumped for talking about the trailer of Beauty and the Beast here in a second.
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. All right, that's it for the. Oh wait, well, I want to ask, who do you think would be playing Ariel? Do you have any guesses? Emma.
No, she's actually she might be tapped for Cruella de Vil, is what I heard.
Oh yeah.
But
I heard
Amy Adams.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm trying to think of redheads.
That's what I would think, but like the Collider guy said she's too old, and I'm like, okay.
Please.
I heard Isla Fisher. That might be interesting. She's like nice, bubbly personality.
Last name's part fish.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's my choice then too.
There you go. The fish woman. All right, that's it for the quick hits. So let's move on to our next topic. We dusted it off last week, and now we've renamed it because a lot of people like that drop. So the What the Hell item of the week is now the WTF item of the week.
Hi there, I have a quick survey for you to fill out. It'll just take a second. Question 1. What the f***? What the f***? What the f***? WTF.
So this week, Hollywood Reporter is reporting that fresh on the heels of us talking about the Tetris movie trilogy being developed, now apparently a Fruit Ninja movie is being developed. Now, I had the chance to see the Angry Birds movie in the comfort of my own home. Don't ask me how. Was not good. I did not like it at all. Even Tyrion Lannister's voice couldn't save it for me. But God, this is just what the fuck, man? I can't why? Like, how do you even make this work? How do you even try to make this movie work? Like, what is the fruit taking over the world?
Just stop it. Stop it. Stop making games off of apps. Stop trying to make that happen. Although,
is it this one where the fruit flies up and you swipe it, right?
Slice it.
That's all that happens.
I literally don't know how you make a movie out of this. Like, I can't fathom it.
I mean, unless you turn into like a Three Ninjas like reboot or something. I don't know, but no, stop it. Like, why? Why did Angry Birds make $39 million? That's just going to encourage these types of movies. Stop it.
I'll tell you. Okay, like it wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's definitely like a 1.5 out of 5. Which there's your preview of my quick minute review of what score I'm going to give it.
Stop it.
Yeah, was Angry Birds in theaters?
Yeah, it just came out last week.
Came out last week.
Movie.
It beat Captain America: Civil War last week.
Yep.
What?
By 6 million.
That happened.
The fuck? What? Why?
Yeah, exactly. See, this is basically the general tenor of this segment every time. It's just like flabbergasted, like, why studios? Like, I'm sorry, but I will never give this my money. Like, I literally can't think of one way this could work.
Absolutely not.
So, yep, collectively studios, what the fuck?
You're gonna have like Josh record that
exactly,
as like a drop
right?
too.
That should be the drop.
Absolutely.
He's actually seeing X-Men Apocalypse for us right now, so
that's great.
Yeah, he'll be doing a little report on that. All right, so let's move on.
Wait,
yeah, it came out today.
Came out today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, let's move on to the new trailers, everyone's favorite news segment.
I'm the worst person on this podcast, by the way.
No, I mean, but a little bit of superhero fatigue, I guess, too, because like seriously, from Deadpool and then into BVS and then into Captain America: Civil War and now into this movie, and it's just all superheroes fighting each other.
I'm so glad I didn't. I almost said, yeah, I might go see X-Men Apocalypse on the opening night. No idea it was tonight. I'm so glad I didn't say that.
Technically, tomorrow's the opening.
Yeah, but I mean, no one goes on Friday.
No. All right, well, let's move on to the new trailers.
In a world filled with movie trailers, one podcast attempts to break them down. It's the new trailers on the Front Row Movie Reviews. Coming to a podcast near you in 5 seconds.
As always, this is where we'll discuss some of the newest trailers. We'll give you a heads up if you want to go watch them first. We're going to be talking the Beauty and the Beast teaser trailer. Then we are going to be talking the second trailer for Star Trek Beyond. So if you want to pause the podcast and go watch those, go ahead. We will be here when you get back. So let's start off here with the Beauty and the Beast teaser trailer.
Look, a girl.
Yes, I can see it's a girl, you fool.
What if she is the one?
Hello?
All right, so this is our very first look at the live-action Beauty and the Beast due out next year. I want to probably go last on this one because I have very special connections to this. Tim, what did you think of the teaser trailer?
I thought it was really cool. And it doesn't reveal much. In fact, I don't know if you guys saw. You probably did. It's like pretty much a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon trailer.
Yeah, actually, I hadn't seen that. That's really cool.
There's side-by-side. It's
That's really neat.
I'm really interested to see what Beast looks like.
Yeah, right.
That's my main thing. The movie looks cool. Like I'll definitely go see it. But I'm pumped.
It looks cool.
I'm
Craig,
pumped.
What about you?
I loved it. I loved that it was actually a teaser and not like, because like Rogue One, they gave us a teaser trailer and it had to like kind of introduce. It was really just a trailer. This was really a teaser. You hardly got to see Emma Watson, but you could kind of glimpse the blue cape that she was wearing. So that iconic look was there, and just to be able to hear Ian McKellen. Talk like just a little bit of as Lumiere.
As Cogsworth, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So no, wait, is McKellen Cogsworth?
McKellen is Cogsworth. Ewan McGregor is Lumiere.
Okay, I totally had those two reversed, but no, it's just so fantastic and like to see the castle in its prime and then kind of deteriorate away. Very cool. And I'm excited about this movie. I think Josh Gad is probably going to steal the show as LeFou.
Probably.
He's like a perfect LeFou. Yeah. So, I'm excited for this movie. It comes out March 17th. Anna and I are going on a Disney cruise 2 weeks before. Oh, and sometimes they show the movies early. So, with any hope, we'll be spending our time on a cruise ship in a movie theater.
There you go.
But, no, I mean, I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see The Beast and everything else as well.
Yeah, I have such a special connection to Beauty and the Beast. It's my favorite animated film. Always will be, always has been, and of course I played Lumiere in the stage production of
Very good job of Candlestick Man.
Candleman. This trailer made me pretty emotional, actually. I mean, it's just, you hear that music from Alan Menken, the prologue music. It's played so beautifully. You see the castle like in its prime and then slowly deteriorate. Getting the beast roar with the claws going over the picture. And hearing the voice. I will quibble. I didn't quite like Ewan McGregor's accent in that one line, but it's one line. It is one line. I've heard some other people say it. It's one line, people. It's out of an entire movie. Maybe it was the worst take they got and they just used it. I don't know.
A lot of people said that about Tom Holland with his one line we got in the Captain America Civil War trailer, and now they're raving about him.
Yeah.
So the internet has to hate something.
Yes, they do. I thought that hearing Ian McKellen as Cogsworth is perfect. Hearing the banter between them is just great.
Who's in this movie?
Oh, God.
Magneto.
Ian McKellen, Gandalf.
And
Ewan McGregor.
Okay.
They played those two.
Okay, never mind. All right, we're good.
And then the guy who's the Beast was
Dan
Matthew
Stevens, on
Downton Abbey.
In
case
Emma
you watched
Watson,
that.
Hermione Granger, lots of people.
Josh Gad,
Luke Evans.
he was Olaf.
And
and
Frozen.
He was in Book of Mormon.
Yep, the original cast.
And he had a NBC show for like a day.
Audra McDonald's in this.
Audra McDonald. Yeah.
All right, Magneto and the guy from Gattaca.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Playing
those characters. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing that really got me was when
Ian McGregor wasn't in.
No, it was not. I was wondering if you were going to figure that out. The guy from Moulin Rouge, okay?
All right, there we go. Does that have cherries in it, Craig?
Oh, God.
It just went up my nose. Why is this on video?
I'm so glad it's on video.
Oh my God.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. The thing that really got me in the trailer, though, is when it calms down. And
wasn't that Jude Law?
It's definitely Jude Law.
Definitely Jude Law.
All right.
It got me when it calmed down and you just heard the Beauty and the Beast theme with just the piano and the rose is falling like so slowly. I don't know, like it just did something to me emotionally, and I can't wait for this movie. I think it's going to be amazing.
Wait, I gotta know, is my brain not processing? But is Ewan McGregor? Isn't he Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yes, he is.
Right
in the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I thought for sure that was the movie you were going to go with.
This has been the filmography of Ewan McGregor and not the breakdown of the Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my gosh.
It kind of looks like Jude Law.
I'm crying.
They're both from England or so, or Ireland or something. All right, well, you know what, guys? Go on Facebook. Tell us what you think of the Beauty and the Beast teaser trailer. Craig's still going to be over here cracking up. All right, well, let's move on to our last one. Let's move on to the second trailer for Star Trek Beyond.
My dad joined Starfleet because he believed in it. I joined on a dare.
You joined to see if you could live up to him. You spent all this time trying to be your father. And now you're wondering just what it means to be you.
It isn't uncommon, you know. It's easy to get lost. In the vastness of space, there's only yourself, your ship, your crew.
You really want to head back out there, huh?
All right, so this is trailer number 2. Gotta say, I liked this one way more than the Beastie Boys Sabotage trailer.
Oh, yeah.
This one really felt a lot more like the tone of the other Star Trek movies, which I liked. I don't care about the Into Darkness, Wrath of Khan similarities. I really don't. I liked Into Darkness. I liked the entire tone that these movies are setting, and this one looked a lot more in line with that. I'm still a little worried about it because I don't quite trust Justin Lin as a director, but at the very least, it looks like we're going to get some fun action in this movie. So I dug it.
Yeah, the first trailer really didn't show much space action, and this one showed a lot of stuff in space. Yeah, I'm a lot more excited about this movie after seeing this second trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Scott mentioned it, but why do they always have to blow up the Enterprise, right? Why is that like their gimmick every time? Granted, they haven't done it in this universe yet, but every iteration of God, they were on the Sovereign class was like the Enterprise E, right? Or
it's gotten ruined in these. It definitely got ruined in like the second movie.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't like. This looks like it's going to be annihilated. I mean, they are using escape pods, which I think is really cool. And, it's cool to see Zoe Dalzano's character when Uhura, when she says they're boarding us. That seems like a really pivotal moment of the movie. Yeah. And it just... You can see that pressure and stuff like that. They also said that this examines a lot more of the relationships of those on the ship, which I think is really cool. And this whole mission happens while they're exploring, which is ultimately what the mission of the Starship Enterprise was. So hopefully they can work that in as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the cast of this is so good that, that alone will... carry the movie, even if it's not the greatest directing or plot or whatever. Right. Just I like the last two movies. I love the cast. What's the guy's name that plays Spock?
Zachary Quinto, yeah.
He's kind of fallen off, though, too. He was
he's doing a lot of TV and a lot of Broadway right
Really?
now.
Okay.
So
because he was the it guy for a day there. He was in everything
after
Heroes.
Great couple seasons on American Horror Story.
He's phenomenal in American Horror Story.
A lot of Broadway. He came from Broadway before Heroes discovered him, so so... Just kind of probably taking his time.
And I love him as Spock.
Yeah, I think he's really, really great as Spock. So, this trailer got me excited for this movie again, though. So, it kind of repaired the damage of the first one.
I'm excited for it. And I read that they are, the night before Comic-Con, they're doing an outdoor IMAX theater experience with a live orchestra playing the score.
That's so
Which sounds... absolutely incredible.
Yes.
What the hell's an outdoor IMAX?
This is the first time they're doing it.
Are you playing it in the sky? Does the whole world get to watch?
Yeah, it's the entire... They tame a cloud.
Have you ever seen Hunger Games? It's like that.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're all digging the Star Trek Beyond trailer. Hey, you know what I'm going to say? Go on Facebook. Tell us what you think. All right, let's move on to the last segment here. It's everyone's favorite. It's time for the mailbag.
Mailbag.
It's time for the mailbag.
Mailbag.
It's time for the mailbag, yo.
Email us at thefrontrowmoviereviews@gmail.com.
All right, so...
Time for the mailbag. Time for the mailbag.
So that's the email address. Send it into thefrontrowmoviereviews@gmail.com if you want to get your question on Front Row News. I don't want to say this name, so Craig, why don't you take the first question?
From Chandra Prakash. What is your favorite non-Captain America role from Chris Evans?
This is a great question, actually. Can you remember many?
I can't.
That's Snowpiercer.
Okay.
See, that was gonna be why Snowpiercer for you?
Because it's just such a. I've only seen him in three roles: Captain America, Fantastic Four, and Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
And he was a good Johnny Storm. That's his name, right?
I thought so too. Yeah, Johnny Storm. Yeah, that's right.
But I kept wanting to call him Johnny Flame. I was like, that's not his name.
Flame on.
Yeah.
Flame on.
Storm on.
Storm on.
But he was good in that role. But Snowpiercer, it's this weird, dark, but just kind of all futuristic movie.
It's a crazy, awesome gem of a movie if you have not seen it.
Yeah, and
it's got the ancient one in it.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
looking very weird.
And I never heard anything about it. Then someone was like, "This movie's awesome," and it's on Netflix.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's where it got legs, was when it went to Netflix.
Well, and it got caught in this distribution hell because the production company, the studio wanted them to cut some stuff from the movie, but they didn't want to because they wanted to stay true to the book. You're right, though. Snowpiercer is the scene at the very end where he's telling about what happened in the early stages of this train and why he doesn't think he's a good leader. Oh, it's so amazing. And it's it just reminded me that Chris Evans can act like really well.
Yeah.
Craig, do you have a favorite non-Captain America role?
I mean, like Tim, I've only seen him in 3 different roles, so I guess I would go with Johnny Storm, only because he wasn't a bad Johnny Storm.
No.
I liked him. I like Michael B. Jordan's take on it. I thought Michael B. Jordan's take on Johnny Storm was one of the only redeemable factors of the last Fantastic Four. But Chris Evans played it well, and he had good chemistry with Jessica Alba. Obviously, with those, or Jessica Biel.
No,
Alba. Okay. Worried about these names now. Good chemistry with her, and obviously they're supposed to be brother and sister, have that tit-for-tat relationship. They played that well on the screen. I did enjoy those movies. I mean, those are
kind of my favorite
superhero movies, but they're definitely my guilty pleasure superhero movies.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Rise of the Silver Surfer, except for Galactus. That's,
the Shadow.
Right. Same with Green Lantern.
Same with Green Lantern.
Poop clouds.
Parallax,
I don't know. I don't understand.
I have my go-to with this is his very small but very awesome role in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He's the skateboarding evil ex-boyfriend. I mean, it's so unlike Captain America, and it's just like so douchey.
I forgot he was in that.
Like he walks up to him, and he's like, prepare to feel the wrath, and Scott Pilgrim's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you don't know? Oh, hey, come on, let's get a beer, man. And then just punches him in the face. It's just really, really amazing. And also, I'll do an honorable mention. There's a movie that Sarah just watched on Netflix called Before We Go. It's just him and Alice Eve from Star Trek Into Darkness just kind of walking around New York for an entire night trying to, I think get her purse back or something, but it's kind of like one of those unconventional romantic movies, but she said it was very good. But I also need to just mention it because everybody forgets this is really where he started. He was the male lead in Not Another Teen Movie. He was the quarterback man who jams a banana up his ass. Just so you all remember where Captain America started.
He's
nope, I'm not going to go down that road.
He's Mr. America now.
All I will say is that there is a Give Cap a Boyfriend campaign going on Twitter right now. That's all I'll say.
Might be there. All right, that was really good. Thanks for that question, Charlie. That was a good question. All right, Tim, do you want to take the last one here?
This is from Tamar 789. What do you guys think are the best movie speeches of all time?
Such a good question. We can do a whole. This is one of those we can do a whole podcast.
Yes,
you got to say it.
Independence Day.
Yes.
Bill Pullman, Independence Day. The President's Speech.
It's really hard to top that one. I mean, that's just so crazy awesome. It's the way he yells, "We will not vanish without a fight." As only Bill Pullman can deliver that speech. I would think I'll go stereotypical, and I'll go William Wallace from Braveheart. I'll go They'll Never Take Our Freedom.
Man, that was one that immediately came to mind. So I immediately watched it again. That was what was so cool about these speeches because I knew this question was coming. All of 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago, yeah.
Thanks for the prep time.
Yeah,
but no, I got to go back and actually I put on my Facebook page favorite movie speech of all time. Go, and I've gotten 40 responses.
Really? What do they say?
They are pretty incredible. Our own Brandon Davis, of course, he likes a classic movie. Atticus Finch's Closing.
Oh
in To Kill
my God!
Classic.
Dustin Hoffman's reveal in Tootsie, Jessica Gable, big listener of ours, Bill Pullman's speech in Independence Day has 7 likes.
Naturally, I didn't even put that either.
We got General Patton from Patton.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Bluto from Animal House. The ending of Boondock Saints. Lindsay Rudd, After My Own Heart. Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society.
Oh my God!
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, it's one that came to mind. Scott Lecoq, this is actually kind of breaking. He's going to be doing this as a dish later in the summer. Alec Baldwin and Glengarry Glen
Oh
Ross.
my God, Always Be Closing.
Oh,
yes!
Absolutely.
There's so many good answers to this.
Patrick Russell, again, one of the ones that came to mind for me, the final speech from the American president. My name is Andrew Shepard, and I am
the president of the United States of America.
What else we got here? Somebody posted the William Wallace from, looks like, mad as hell, not going to take it anymore from Network.
Yeah, that is a good speech.
Christopher Ray has a fear lecture from a single man. I have not seen that movie.
No,
so
that is
something I want to go check out. A couple people are throwing in, including our own Nathan Peake, saying in the newsroom that opening speech, even though that's technically not a movie.
Yes,
but whatever.
It's a good one.
Well, I'll give an honorable mention to this too, because I do consider it a speech. The speech that Heath Ledger as the Joker gives to Two-Face in the hospital about how he's a mad dog, he's a dog chasing cars and everything, how he just does things, how chaos is fair. Like, really, that scene always made an impression on me, because it's just like, how do you turn a very good moral person, albeit in bad situation, but how do you turn him into something that villainous? And that speech, I was like, you know what? I'd probably do that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I would probably go down that road. So,
last one to mention, Scott McFarland mentioned Gettysburg, the 20th Maine speech, when Jeff Daniels is addressing the black troops, asking them whether or not they want to join the fight, and that's a pretty powerful speech. All of mine have been taken through that list, except for one, so I will throw it out there, because you took my William Wallace.
Yes.
But I would say Denzel Washington's speech, tying into Gettysburg, Remember the Titans.
Oh my God!
When he takes the football team up there and they're fighting amongst themselves, and he just says, and essentially he's just saying, like, we've been fighting this fight for over 100 years, get over it, you know, kind of thing. And then, of course, they come together, and that's my favorite sports movie of all time. So
good pull on that one.
Definitely love that movie. Love this question, because I think that we could just
I'll throw one more out there just on the sports motif. McConaughey's speech in We Are Marshall in front of the memorial.
Yes.
Really, really moving. Really, in the great score by Trevor Rabin underneath it. God, we could go on forever on this one, I feel.
Keep posting them. I mean, it's so cool to see all these and post the YouTube link. I think it's awesome. What's so awesome about movies and why we love doing this podcast is because everyone comes at it from such a different angle, but you can kind of see their own personality in their choices.
Yes.
You know, I mean, if I envision Tim ever being a president, it's in a battlefield fighting aliens. You know what I mean?
That means a lot. Thank you.
Right.
Absolutely.
So,
I'd vote for you in a heartbeat.
So I'm the one
Maybe I
who
should
gets...
run.
You should run. You have to be 35, though.
That's cool.
So I'm the one that gets drawn and quartered and beheaded. Yeah, that seems right. No, but you're absolutely right. That's why we love doing this podcast. It's why we love interacting with all of you fans. So yeah, we've done this for an entire year.
That's an entire year. That was my first spit take.
Yeah, in a year podcast.
It's also the first,
I thought we were going to lose you.
It was the first time we've ever recorded ourselves.
Yep.
So
video. So
you reminded me. Now I'm aware of it.
I don't know what to do with my hands. All right, so guys,
can you just do like one Chris Pratt for us, like turning off the Raptors here? Can you just
say there
for the cameras?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, whoa, Blue, whoa. All right, so that is it for Front Row News and for our 100th, our 1 year anniversary. I want to get to the 100th so bad.
Oh.
We're almost there. So thank you, everyone, again, for listening, for supporting, for liking on Facebook, for downloading. Just an incredible ride, and we can't wait to keep going with you.
You know what's incredible about that? We were so happy that first month to have... roughly about 200 downloads. We thought, oh my god, 200 people downloaded this, that was incredible to us. And now we're talking about monthly downloads that are in the thousands.
Yep.
And that literally is insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane to me.
Who are you people? We love you.
And we just launched this YouTube channel. It's just getting bigger and better as we go. And thank you to you for leading the ship and everything that's been going on here. I can't wait until people get to see this website next Thursday. It is one of the best websites I've seen in a long time.
Hey,
May 33rd.
Yeah, May 33rd. Mark your calendars. No, that is true. The website, June 2nd. Lots of exciting things coming. And it's all based on you guys. So please keep interacting with us. Keep telling us what you like. Keep telling us what you don't like. And we'll keep bringing you that content. So anyway... To another year at the Front Row. This has been Front Row News. I am Jeremy Geckner.
I'm Craig McFarland.
I'm Tim Jarvis.
And as always, we will see you in the front row.
Quicksilver dies.